Dear people of God, in today's solemnity, we anticipate Christmas. Today's solemnity celebrates the coming of the angel Gabriel to the Virgin Mary to announce to her the special mission God had chosen for her in being the mother of his only Son. Thus, today, March 25th, Mary conceives Jesus, and 9 months after, on December 25th, Jesus will be given birth to. In our 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock p.m. prayer known as the Angelus, and the first mystery of the joyous mysteries of the Rosary, we are continually reminded of the importance of this feast to our salvation. This feast celebrates the incarnation of the second person of the Trinity and the salvation of all mankind. The central miracle asserted by Christians is the Incarnation. C.S. Lewis says in Miracles chapter 14 that at the center of Christianity is the incarnation of Jesus, God becoming flesh and dwelling among humanity, John 1. Lewis says that the Incarnation is the grand miracle and one we so easy to lose sight of in light of all the hubbub that fills our Christmas season. In the Christian story God descends and reascends, Lewis reminds us. He comes down from the heights of absolute being into time and space. Down into humanity, further still, if embryologists are right, to recapitulate in the womb ancient and pre-human phases of life, down to the very roots and seabed of nature he has created. But he goes down to come up again and bring the whole ruined world up with him. C.S. Lewis expounded beautifully the doctrine of the Incarnation when he considered the role of human father in begetting, pointing out that a microscopic particle from his body fertilizes a microscopic particle from the female. I read an extract from his The Miracle concerning this. A microscopic particle of matter from his body, and a microscopic particle from the woman's body, meet. And with that there passes the color of his hair and the hanging lower lip of her grandfather and the form of humanity in all its complexity of bones, sinews, nerves, liver and heart, and the form of those pre-human organisms which the embryo will recapitulate in the womb. Behind every spermatozoon lies the whole history of the universe, locked within it lies no inconsiderable part of the world's future. The weight or drive behind it is the momentum of the whole interlocked event which we call nature. And we know now that the laws of nature cannot supply that momentum. If we believe that God created nature, that momentum comes from Him. The human father is merely an instrument, a carrier, often an unwilling carrier, always simply the last in a long line of carriers, a line that stretches back far beyond his ancestors into pre-human and pre-organic deserts of time, back to the creation of matter itself. That line is in God's hand. It is the instrument by which he normally creates a man. For he is the reality behind both genius and Venus. No woman ever conceived a child, no Marifoal, without him. But once, and for a special purpose, he dispensed with that long line which is his instrument. Once his life dispensed with that long line which is his instrument. Once his life-giving finger touched a woman. Without passing through the ages of interlocked events. Once the great glove of nature was taken off his hand. His naked hand touched her. There was of course a unique reason for it. That time he was creating not simply a man but the man who was to be himself, was creating man anew, was beginning, at this divine and human point, the new creation of all things. The whole soiled and weary universe quivered at this direct injection of essential life, direct, uncontaminated, not drained through all the crowded history of nature. But it would be out of place here to explore the religious significance of the miracle. We are here concerned with it simply as miracle, that and nothing more. As far as concerns the creation of Christ's human nature, the grand miracle whereby his divine begotten nature enters into it is another matter. The miraculous conception is one more witness that here is nature's Lord. He is doing now, small and close, what he does in a different fashion for every woman who conceives. He does it this time without a line of human ancestors, but even where he uses human ancestors it is not the lessee who gives life, for the bed is barren where that great third party, genius, is not present. Miracle by C.S. Lewis. Thus, the Incarnation is the proof that there is nothing impossible for God to do, for he became man.